Know Your Stuff is a startup that helps to boost consumer transparency in the textile market. We simply offer a QR code that can be scanned by consumers at their clothes, and consumers can then directly access the journey of the garment and understand the sustainable manufacturing level of their clothes.
Hi, my name is Kasper and I'm one of the founders of Know Your Stuff. Within our team, I'm responsible for the product, our strategy and our finances.
My name is Verena Keller. I am Managing Director for Know Your Stuff, and I'm responsible for sales, marketing and product. Sustainability is a word which is commonly discussed these days in the media and in different types of discussion groups. And for me, sustainability means that it must be a triangle for companies of making profits, of course, because that's how you need to survive, but also fulfilling social standards and ecological standards. And if you combine these three standards, and then with Know Your Stuff, you can make these sustainable efforts transparent. This is what sustainability means to me.
For me personally, sustainability means being aware of the impact of my decisions and also keeping a balance between my own interests and those of my environment. We started Know Your Stuff because we wanted to give everyone the opportunity to make their own picture before they buy a product. We believe that sustainability is meaningless without transparency, so by providing the story behind the product, we help you make more informed decisions.
My motivation to start Know Your Stuff is that I was working with lots of very conscious brands who had like real high sustainable standards within their full supply chains. So brands were not just taking care of being sustainable for themselves, but also taking responsibility for their supply chain partners until the stage of fiber making. And all the same, I found that under consumers, there was a big insecurity about how to access reliable information about sustainable manufacturing, fair fashion, so to say. And they were actually looking for an easy way to access this information and to have a reliable basis on which they can make their buying decision when they want to buy their clothes. And this gap is closed by Know Your Stuff. So we're bringing together the conscious brands with sustainable efforts and the consumers that are looking for exactly these type of brands. Yeah, the vision of Know Your Stuff is to really bring sustainability in the textile manufacturing to a new level. And with sustainability, I mean improving the social standards and improving the environmental aspects of textile manufacturing. And our mission is to really make textile manufacturing a better place and provide the consumers the chance and opportunity to actively influence that and make an impact with their buying decision. When using Know Your Stuff, they can have access and understand what happened beyond the product that they are just holding in their hand, and therefore have a really good influence on improving the working and environmental conditions of the manufacturing. Know Your Stuff is designed on the one hand for very conscious brands who really want to make a difference and who take over their responsibility within the textile manufacturing, who take responsibility for the manufacturing partners, doing a great job setting benchmarks, social benchmarks, ecological benchmarks, and want to make this visible. With Know Your Stuff, they can simply use the tool and make visible what they already have. And on the other hand, Know Your Stuff is designed for the consumers who really want to inform themselves and want to understand the story of a product before they buy it.
So, let's imagine you're a brand and you want to join Know Your Stuff. How does it work? During your initial registration, which only takes a couple of minutes, you will define which product you want to start with and let us know your suppliers. Following that, we will have an onboarding session where you and your suppliers will get to know the platform and start to set up all the necessary information and content, such as product information, certificates, and production pictures. Once the information is complete, your suppliers will be asked to verify the supply chain on our platform. And then you've made it and will be able to order our Know Your Stuff hang tag. And the best part, your first product will always be on us. If your customers enjoy the Know Your Stuff experience, you can simply choose to upgrade to our full membership and then get unlimited access to our platform.
For consumers, we've created the easy access to feeling good, which means that consumers can simply go to the point of sale, either an online shop or a physical store, wherever they want to buy their clothes, and take their mobile phone, scan the QR code, and have immediate access to the journey and the sustainable factors of their clothes. They don't need to download an app or need to register anywhere. We really wanted to make it easy for the consumer to get this information, and therefore this information becomes part of the buying decision itself. The special thing about Know Your Stuff is that Know Your Stuff brings transparency into the textile manufacturing world, which is a pretty new approach, because so far everybody's been talking a lot about sustainability in the fashion industry. And we take it one step further, because we really believe that sustainability without transparency is just a word. And therefore Know Your Stuff uses transparency to unpack the black box of textile manufacturing and make it visible to the consumers. Know Your Stuff, of course, is targeting more and more brands. So we really hope that a lot more conscious brands want to show and want to display their existing supply chain. And all the same, we want to make Know Your Stuff more known on the consumer market, because we also want to know that consumers know that tools are available that provide the access and that provide transparent information. And there are brands who say like, hey, I know my full supply chain, I am taking responsibility for them, and they're producing on very high levels. So it is workable, it is possible, and those brands are still very successful.